What is happening, everyone? So I'm on my way now to go and fetch Dean and Keegan. We are heading quite close to home today. It's about a 3 or 4 kilometer drive and a short walk to a place we call Veranda Rocks. We've had absolutely amazing weather this morning in East London. Wind speed of about 7 to 14 kilometers an hour. We should get to our fishing destination at about 2 p.m. today. The weather is going to change slightly. We've got an east wind blowing in between 20 and 30 kilometers an hour. We've got high tide tonight at 5:26 p.m. and we've got a swell height of 2 meters. So hopefully the fishing is good. Hopefully something comes on the bite and we'll check in with you guys a bit later.
Afternoon everyone, Andrew's just picked myself and Keegan up. I've just finished work, knocked off work 1 o'clock. We're coming to our spot between Glen Eden and Sinsa West. Keegan's going to be joining us today. Back, hopefully get him onto some fish.
Fishers.
The condition looks good, water's looking clean, bit of colour in the front. And the wind will be picking up just now, but we're hardcore, so we'll fish through that. Looking at some heavy east winds coming through. But the rocks we are fishing off are conducive to fishing with the east wind. So let's head on down and we'll chat to you guys soon. Hopefully we're going to get onto a young cob or a bigger cob this afternoon. We have been getting 1 or 2 fish this side. And then we'll also putting out a shark bait or 2 out. Let's see if we can get into a reggie. The water is warm, so there might even be a bronzy or a grey around. Anyway guys, we'll chat soon. Let's get some lines into the water and see what's happening. How's it guys? So we've arrived at a location. We're going to do a little bait demonstration now. Andrew and I are going to be fishing 2 different setups. I'm going to be fishing a bit of a drift setup, just a normal 3-ounce sinker. So I'm going to use a bit of a floating bait with long tentacles. And Andrew will be fishing with a wire sinker, so he will be using a long, thin stringy bait. I'll explain to you the differences now as we go along. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to make myself a little dangle, a little piece of foam. So we're just going to nip a little piece off there. Take the hook, whack it through guys. What I like to do is turn it over, and of course we're going to be using Cotton Pro cotton, our favorite cotton to use. Really good stuff. For the initial part I'm going to use the thick cotton to bind that on. I use 2 different thicknesses of cotton guys. I like the thick cotton for this sort of work, for binding my foam and making the base of the bait, and then I'll turn to the medium cotton afterwards for when we're making our bait to look a bit more delicate. A couple of turns at the bottom, a couple of turns at the top guys. Wind it around there. And all I do, here we go. So now your foam's not going to pull out. You've got a little bit of extra strength on your foam. All I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that little tag end off there, just to give myself a better chance of a hookup. Okay, so that's going to be the base for my bait. Okay, as I say, I'm going to be sliding around a bit with a non-grapnel sinker. So I'm going to make quite a nice soccer ball shaped bait with some nice shoot long tentacles coming out of it. So we're going to start with the tentacles guys. Nice fresh piece of squid. Separate the squid here. So that's going to be the base of my bait. As is the base, I'm still going to be using the Cotton Pro thick cotton. These containers that they brought the Cotton Pro out in are really nifty guys. You don't have to worry about your cotton blowing around in the wind, your cotton shooting back into the bottle. Nice and streamlined. Quick and simple. There's the base of the bait done guys. Some nice long tentacles. Now we're going to make a quick body for the bait. I prefer the thicker part of the squid for the body, so all I do is I cut a triangle off, out the way, get the mallet, a couple of hits. I don't hit straight down, I hit in directions, moving the bait out to spread the bait out. You see the bait will start like a piece of dough, it'll start getting a bit bigger and mushier. couple of hits that side, just 1 or 2 that side, and you should have a nice fluffy consistency, guys. There we go, that's pretty much what you want. It should look nice and fluffy. From there, piece of the squid through the hook. That's all it comes down to there. Dress it nicely, and then we'll move on to the cap up, the medium cotton, and start wrapping. Start wrapping in all different directions, guys, and pretty much manipulate your bait into whatever shape you need. I don't put too much cotton on, guys, just a couple of wands. And that's me. Nice little moving bait. Okay, so we're going to move on to Andrew's rod now. We're going to do something slightly different for Andrew. I'll explain the differences now. Okay, bait number 2. Andrew's fishing a slightly different rig. Andrew's going to fish a fixed rig today. So obviously single will be stuck in the sand. Because of that, no foam rig. We're going to make a nice long slinky bait. Something that's going to lift itself up with beautiful movement in the water. There's going to be no body to his bait. It's going to be a nice long stringy bait with some beautiful movement. So we're going to fish 2 different styles. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to show you now exactly what I'm going to do for Andrew. Very, very simple bait. It's a ridiculously simple bait, guys, but it does catch fish. Okay, that's pretty much what's going to be. How easy is that? 18 seconds. Circle hook. You're going to hook the first part about 2 centimeters from the top. I'll explain to you now why. There. Flip it once. Get up the hook a bit. We're going to grab that little tag in that piece there. We're going to hold him there. We don't want to get any cotton around that guy. We'll use the thick cotton lid for this. All we do is going to work it down the shank of the hook, keeping it nice and streamlined. 2 winds around the bottom. That pretty much does it. That little piece is quite vital in the bait. Because it's a fixed rig, you're going to get the wash of the sea pulling like that. That almost acts like a Rapala lip on your Rapala. That's going to cause vibrations in your bait. When those tentacles are out, the water pushing past, that's actually going to cause your bait to start moving in the water like a Rapala does. You can test it out pulling your bait through the shallows, and you'll see it actually gives a little vibration in your bait, which carp love. Anyway, guys, simple rig. Bait number 1, that's Andrew's. Yes, on a fixed, beautiful bait to fish on a fixed rig. And then a drifting rig, something with a bit more body, because this is going to be moving around. You're going to want it on some foam. This is going to be washing back and forth with the waves, sink and everything. So you want something with a bit of foam, obviously tentacles for movement. Both baits are carp killers, guys. Anything will eat this.
happening, everyone? So we've been pushed into the surf now because Miranda Rocks is pretty much inaccessible for the time being. I think we should make it back there at about 7:30 or so, but for now we're just gonna fish in the surf. Dean has got a shark bait out sitting on his Assassin Evo. I've got the Cop Special here fishing on my Penn Slammer 4 6500. So yeah, we're gonna see what happens, what comes out, and yeah, hopefully we can get something to show you guys.
Oh yeah! There you go, guys, the bite finally came. Been a long wait for it. Proper lots of dead weight. No big runs. Off. No, still there. It's gonna wake up now. There we go, it's waking up. Finally realized it's hooked. It's not a big fish, guys.
Something. Looks like lots of dead weight though.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
No fish.
could be a big sweetie or a small rag. Could be a rag. I think a sweetie would have run a bit more than that. Woken up slightly. In its element now. Not definitely not what this rod was designed for catching sharks. It is an edible rod, but this is the way we like to do it. Lighter tackle for the sharks, smaller sharks, good fun.
So what are you fishing with there, Dean?
It's my Evo, it's 25 ounce, BG 5000. We've got some 50-pound grinder braid on it, 100-pound braided leader, and a full metal jacket. Limited slide with a 12 BKK inline circle. And we had a little shad head that we got from that shad I got earlier. Popped him out, and that got the bite. There he goes. It's working up a bit. He's not keen to come in.
He's not happy about coming in, eh?
No, definitely not. Just battling to get over this little lip in front here. Patience, 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 he'll come. We're just going to hold it out, guys, and wait for a decent swell to come through and start popping over the top here. There he's lifted. There we go. Foul looked. Foul looked, that's why.
Foul looked.
Yeah, here we go, guys. Nice little rag pup again. Foul looked, that's why we battled so much. Anyway, another little male again. Similar to the other night, probably a bit of a bigger fish. Anyway, let's get this guy back in the water. If you want to see a nice little set of jaws, guys, it was the other night. Check at that. It's not something you want to put your hand into. Savage creatures, but beautiful creatures. Geez, it might hold him a rod there, but what's happening here? Here we go, guys, one more look. Little male reggie. Anyway, let's get this guy back into the water and hopefully we can get another one.
Careful.
Well, that ends off a long day's fishing from probably 2 o'clock. We just passed midnight now. We came down, not the best conditions for edible fish, but we did try. I think 2 shad came out and that was about it. So we started to target non-edibles. Little raggy came out, Andrew got himself into an eagle ray, and I think 3 or 4 other raggy takes, but battling with the hookups lately. Don't know if they're small pups, but we're really battling to get the hooks to set. So we're going to change our tactics next time. Also, 2 little pajama shakes came out this evening. Other than that, guys, still a fantastic day's fishing, better than being at home. At least we've got some lines to pull. Cheers.